Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just proved that he is the best player in the entire world against Greece today in the first matchup that they had in the 2024 Paris Olympics, where I'm going to be honest, he just did whatever he wanted to this game. He was clearly the best player on the court on possibly one of the best teams in the Paris Olympics, as well as Team Canada is trying to go for the gold medal. Now, I want Team USA to win as well, but I want SGA and Dort to absolutely ball out and put the Oklahoma City Thunder on a worldwide scale where everyone knows everybody's name on that team. As I was watching the game, I saw a ton of OKC jerseys in the stands as well, and that's how much of an impact SGA has, and he's proven that not only is he the best player on the world on the court, but also off the court fan-wise, as everyone seems to have his jersey right now. But before we get into all that though, I want to take a moment and say that right now currently we're at 1,663 subscribers on the channel. Like I mentioned, we have a 2,000 subscriber goal before the season starts. I think about moving that up and before preseason starts, preseason games start, because frankly, you guys have been crushing that subscribe button as of late. I think we can crush that goal. So as I've mentioned before on the channel, if you guys find yourself coming back and you enjoy the content on a regular basis, it means the world to me if you guys can hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel and the best way to stay up to date when a new video drops here on Thunder Digest. With that out of the way, we can go in again in the video and talk about SGA and Dort, how they performed in their first official game of the Paris Olympics and what they're terming as the group of death. Because not only do they have to play against Greece, they also have to play against Team Australia, who has been playing very well, as former Thunder player Josh Giddey has been having great performances over there. We might talk about that in a later video as well, talking about how he's been shining out now ever since he's left the Thunder. But SGA and Dort, when you look at the stats, here, as I'm pulling them up, taking me a minute here. Canada beat Greece 86-79. Good matchup. There was a little bit of controversy at the end as well that we will be talking about in this video, because I feel like it was a main talking point of the game. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finished with 21 points on 5 of 10 shooting, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds, 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Go ahead, get your free throw merchant jokes in. But he was going to align it with hard FIBA basketball rules as well. They don't really call fouls, especially soft ones. It's going to be hard fouls, and he's going to align doing that still. Dort, 8 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He had a clutch late game 3 as well before he ended up fouling out. And SGA had the dagger for Team Canada tonight as well, as he had a little crossover hezzy drive-in, broke 2 defenders' ankles on the Greece team, and then had a little floater over Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best defensive players in the league, proving that he can score on anyone. It doesn't matter who it is. And so that's another reason why he's one of the best players in the world. He can score on Giannis, who has an insane reach, one of the best defensive players in the world. All right, so that kind of just proves my point a little bit right there. But you look at the stats, Shai and Dort had a good game, and both of them started as well. I think it's good when you have both these guys starting as well because of the chemistry on the court that they have together. Dort shoots very well when SGA passes the ball because he knows where Dort likes it. And SGA, he feels like he's the centerpiece of Team Canada's team because he was second in MVP voting last season, one of the best players in the league. Definitely going to be the best player in the world right now at the Paris Olympics if he keeps performing right now as he has been. Team Canada could also potentially win gold if he keeps playing like this alongside some other guys. RJ Barrett is one name. Dylan Brooks had an all-right game. Some of those guys, they have a good team going on over there. But at the end, there was a little bit of fighting there between SGA, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and some other players on that team. We have a little article by Clemente Almazan. I'm not even going to pronounce that last name. I keep on struggling today with names for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But Clemente, as you guys know, someone that I like to read a ton of his articles on here on the channel. Go ahead and start off, all right? It was surprising to see Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort so heated. Both are usually calm players who don't let the intensity of moments get to them. Oh, I think I'm a little bit ahead. Nope, that's the right one. Get to them in mid-contest. The scuffle made rounds on social media. Fans always love to see that side of players on the court. Thunder teammates Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams even chimed in, showing excitement at the exchange. So if you don't know what happened, with like 10 seconds left, okay, Team Canada's up 84-79. They get a steal. They pass it all the way up to the top to RJ Barrett, who's clearly in the lane, has a clear wide open spot to throw down the dunk. He does to get them the W, 86-79, with 10 seconds left in the game. The Greece players aren't very happy about that. They're not very happy about it at all. They think it's kind of showboating. Why do you need to do that? Well, right now in the group stages, it's not like the NBA, all right? The point differential matters. It does. You want to try to score as many points as you can and win by as much as you can. And that's what Team Canada was doing. They saw an opportunity to upgrade, up their point differential a little bit more, and that's what they did. They took advantage of it. Greece would probably do the same thing if they were in that position as well. You want to score as many points as you can as possible, especially in this group that they have with Australia and as well. And I want to say it's Argentina in there as well, who's not a team that you should kind of laugh at either. They're a decent team from time to time. I believe that's what the group is. But you want to score as many points as you can. And that's what Team Canada was doing. But yet number 5 on Greece had a little bit of problems with that. Bumped into Daigneault Alexander Walker, cousin of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way. And Shai did not take kindly to that, as they had some words to exchange at the end of their game. As we go into some more here, the second piece of the article. After heads cooled off, Gilgeous-Alexander explained his uncharacteristic outburst. He said Larantzakis, I believe is how it's pronounced, made intentional contact with his cousin Daigneault Alexander Walker in the final moments. Number 5 bumped Daigneault after the whistle for no reason, Gilgeous-Alexander said. I just wanted to let him know we don't play that. It was hashed out. It was cool. So it's all settled down now, all right? And I love to see this part of Shai. He's speaking up. He's acting like a leader. I love to see that. I want to see more of that next season on the Thunder. I feel like that is something, a little thing that can help push the Thunder over the edge a little bit. That killer mentality that we need. And this is a little glimpse of what Shai has in it. Lou Dort has always had that, as we know. He was coming off the bench afterwards and confronting some of the Greece players as well. Giannis shoved SGA back a little bit as well, and SGA didn't back down. He kept barking at Giannis and the whole Greece team. And the cherry on top of this is he didn't even know the dude's name. You know how disrespectful that is to bump into his cousin and Shai not even know who your name is, refer to you by his number? That is disrespectful. All right, I love seeing this kind of, side of Shai. It reminds me, I don't want to say it exactly reminds me of Kobe Bryant, but this is some stuff Kobe would do. All right, this is some stuff he would talk back. He would talk back to some players on other teams. I would love to see this from Shai. This is the mentality we need from him the entirety of the next season if he wants to prove that he really is the best player in the entire world. Now, the last piece of the article right here that Clemente wrote. The reaction had blood pumping for most Thunder fans who watched the game. Many were juiced to see Gilgeous-Alexander stand up for his teammates and kerfuffles. The 26-year-old is the face of Canada's program, which means being the first to get involved in confrontations featuring teammates, especially if they include family, as the scenario did. So even it seems as though when I was on Twitter when this all happened as well, watching it, unfold, and a bunch of the Thunder fan accounts and, Thunder fans that I follow on there as well, including Ryland Stiles, Clemente as well, some other guys, Joel Lorenzi, I believe is his name. I'm probably not remembering it right off the top of my head. But a bunch of big-time people at the Thunder, creating content as well. And other people that I know are fans of the Thunder were talking about it. And this is something that we love to see from Shai. This is something we want to see more from Shai. It shows he's, kind of developing as a leader. He's starting to take on this veteran presence on himself. And it shows he has this new mentality to him. It does. All right? He was always usually quiet. He never talked back to anyone on the floor. He would talk to his bench saying, I'm him, I'm that guy. But he would never say anything to teams of, or players on other teams. He would never say anything. The fact that he's doing this right now at the Paris Olympics, and I think the Olympics has a big part to play on this, him showing up as a worldwide leader for this team, as he is the face of Canadian basketball at the moment. I think that's playing a part into it. Him standing up as stepping up as a leader. And if he continues this on OKC next season, I don't see any reason he can't win MVP, prove he's the best player in the world, and then win the Thunder a championship if he does all this, if he improves as a leader as he has been. All right, as the face, as someone that's bringing this team together, standing up for everyone, that makes the group all tight and makes everyone play even harder and even better, which is something that we need to see more of Shai. But this game, if he continues this in the Paris Olympics, he'll prove that he's the best player in the world. No doubt about that. Better than Luka, better than Giannis, better than Jokic, better than LeBron, better than anyone on Team USA. If he continues how he's been playing, he will prove he's the best player in the entire world. No one could compare to him, especially if he wins gold. But that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think, thought about SGA and Dort's performance today in their first game of the Paris Olympics, and what you guys thought about the little, kind of, I don't want to say fight, but a little skirmish going on at the end of the game as well. What your guys' initial reactions were to that. That's all I got for this video. Like I mentioned, 2,000 subscriber goal before the season starts. I know we can hit that. If you guys enjoyed the content today, it means the world if you can hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.